The following content will contain disturbing and sometimes graphic images and major and minor spoilers. Viewer discretion is advised.
There are things in this world man wasn't supposed to see. These things lead to fear, and fear is the lack of knowledge. So that means that these mysteries are things we can't explain. They truly strike fear into our hearts. Sit back, relax, and join us as we dive into the pit. Hello, mystery crew. Welcome to the pit. I am your host, Broadus, and joining me today is my co-host, Terrell.
Yo.
And our special guest for this week's episode is our good friend, Shakira. For those of you who don't know, Shakira is a good friend of ours and a very talented actress. And, we met her in college. She's kind of well, you get the picture. But we are honored to have her here with us today.
Woo! Round of applause for Shakira. Woo! All right, everyone. For today's episode of The Pit, we will be discussing the deep sea sound phenomenon, commonly known as the bloop.
Bloop. Speaking of the deep sea, though, a lot of people have thalassophobia. For those of you who don't know, thalassophobia is the fear of a vast body of water, a deep body of water, such as oceans, lakes, and some deep pools, seas, stuff like that. With that being said, do y'all have thalassophobia? I'll start us off. I personally do have thalassophobia.
Okay.
I don't want to say it's because of the deep. I want to say what's in the deep. That's what scares me.
Okay.
Because picture this: you out swimming. No, fuck that. You're not even out swimming. You're just
Fuck that.
For some reason you fell overboard on the boat, right?
Bro, that's what kind of scenario? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know this shit happens sometimes, man. But you just happen to look down and you look up and it's just an eye in your shit.
No.
And you what do you do? Like, there's nothing for it.
Oh no, so no, but that's a different scenario because you fear the giant eyeball staring at you, not the body of water.
But that's the thing though, it's in the deep. So I feel like that's part of thalassophobia.
You accept death at that point.
Yeah,
and
you accept it.
Close your eyes.
I guess.
I'm not even gonna try to run.
You can't. You in water.
You can't. No, you can't.
What about you, Shakira?
Well, yeah, naturally I am afraid of water because Negro. I can't swim either, which is like great. It doesn't help that I almost drowned a couple times too.
Oh wait, you gotta tell us some of these drowning stories. You got
and it's all of my fucking friends trying to kill me. So we were at this church picnic thing at the beach, and all the girls are like, "Oh, let's try to baptize you," and it's like, sure. So they put me in, and I'm like, okay, cool. Baptisms are quick. It's these bitches let me be under there for a minute, and I'm looking around. I'm like, what the fuck? So I get up by
Let me ask you this. You
What?
didn't think that a baptism at the beach was an issue?
Yeah, and not even that. They aren't even you're supposed to have a title to baptize someone. I feel like they were trying to kill your life.
You know what? A title. You know what? You right.
But let me ask you this: when you came back up, was they standing around you, just looking down?
Yes, they were.
Oh, they were trying to kill. They were trying to take you out.
Yeah, they were just looking, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, but no, it was ghetto.
Yeah, that's understandable.
What about you, Terrell?
I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of on the fence with this question because it's such a weird question. When you think about it, like a deep body of water, when you think about that, I mean, of course, you think about the unknown and what the fuck is in the deep body of water, because there are parts of the ocean that we don't fucking know about. There are many deep bodies of waters in these lakes, like you said, everything that we don't know about. So, I mean, you always scared the possibility that you're gonna run into some shit. Like you're gonna be the one person out of all the one out of the 100 chance to run into some shit. Like you always scared of that. But at the same time, no, because I can swim. I mean, I am also a Negro, but
Yeah,
I can swim.
Interesting.
I'm actually a very good swimmer. So stereotypical.
He wants to be different. It's
Yeah, I'm different.
Well, let's dive into today's topic, shall we?
All right.
So, the bloop. That is today's topic, as Terrell mentioned
Yes,
earlier.
the Bloop.
The bloop was an ultra low frequency, high amplitude underwater sound detected by the U.S. National Oceanic tongue twister and Atmospheric Administration, also known as NOAA. Some people call it NOAA, but
Nobody don't call it no.
all right, fine. I might be wrong.
Broadus calls that Noah, y'all.
It's so much easier. This sound originated from the Pacific Ocean in the west part of the southern tip of South America and was detected in 1997. Now, I'm gonna let y'all know. We're gonna play this sound for you, and we want you all to give your honest opinions either in the comment section down below or join our discussion at you can join. Where can you join us at?
You want me to tell them?
Where can you join us at, Terrell? Please.
You can join us on Twitter by hashtagging the pit, or you can hashtag the Mystery Brothers and join in on this conversation. Now I'm gonna play the sound of the bloop for you all to hear. I'm gonna play that again for y'all. That's a small clip, by the way, of it. All right. You want me to play a longer clip, or that's good?
No, that's good.
Okay.
That's actually a sped up version, which is what a lot of scientists and people have been using. So that's actually really good.
Yeah.
That's what this is. That's how many people came to believe to these, conspiracies. But we'll get into that. But basically, this is a lot of our first time hearing this sound. What do you think this was when you first heard this? Especially you, Shakira. This is your first time hearing this sound. What do you think?
I mean, like, I don't know, because it seems like so there's like underwater caves and stuff like that. And like there's a lot of things like underground, and I feel like something must have just like shifted and just created like the bloop noise.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking right now. This could change the process.
Okay. What about you, Terrell?
I don't know. Like Shakira, I just hear like a bloop. Like that's all you like. You literally you hear where the name come from because it's bloop. Bloop.
Yeah.
And so I don't really know what to think of it. It sounds somewhat of what I would think would be underwater, but at the same time, it does sound like a little like, but this, what exactly is this? Because I've never heard this sound before. So it definitely it leaves me intrigued on like what am I hearing,
Right. So me personally, when I first heard this sound, I was like, I don't get it. I'm like, what's the big fucking deal? But as like you start looking into this thing more, it's like, okay, now the possibilities are endless because it's a mystery. It's a deep sea mystery. So now we have to dive into it, which also leads into our first theory.
All right.
Throughout the past 2 decades, there have been many speculations and theories on what this noise could be. In this episode, we'll be focusing on 2 of the most popular theories out there and why we think that these may be correct. The first theory we will be discussing is the most popular theory yet. The bloop was of animalistic nature.
Hmm.
Back in 1997, upon hearing this strange sound from the deep sea for the first time, a lot of people believed that it was of animalistic nature. After analyzing the sound, it was discovered to be much louder than the blue whale, which, for those of you who don't know, is the loudest and the largest animal on the planet.
Oof. Okay.
Now, keep in mind that the blue whale reaches a maximum length of about 100 feet.
Okay.
With this sound being louder than that of a blue whale, many people speculated that this sound originated from a creature much larger than it. Other reasons people believe it to be of animalistic origin is because former chief researcher of the NOAA, yep, that's right, I said it,
Him and this damn Noah again. Go ahead.
Christopher Fox believed that this sound was nicknamed the bloop because of its rapid frequency variation, which is similar to other marine beasts out there. However, there's one crucial difference between this sound of the bloop and other marine animals. The bloop
Okay.
was detected by sensors up to 4,800 kilometers away. In American terms, that's about 3,000 miles apart.
God damn.
Yeah.
God damn. Okay. Oh shit.
I'm trying to think, like, put that into perspective. That's like
That's
from
in terms of like
Maryland
states.
to
Yeah.
like,
What is that?
isn't that like Maryland to like fucking California?
Jesus
What?
Christ.
I think.
That I'm Tristan behind the scenes. Could you look that up for us?
Hootie hoo!
It was from state to state. However.
This means that since it's 3,000 miles of, away from the site of the recording,
Mhm.
this means that the bloop was a sound far louder than any animal ever recorded,
Mm,
including the loudest animal on the planet, the blue whale.
okay.
All right. Now, since I've done spilled all this information on the both of you, what do you think? Do you believe that the bloop is of animalistic origin? I'll start with you, Terrell.
I don't know. I mean, when you think of like the sea just in general, and you think about like the ocean, like I'm sure y'all think about animals as well. Um, so I mean that possibility did run across my mind, and like hearing that, but I don't know. It's I don't know, something that's really throwing me off. Like a part of me is like it could be an animal just because like the sea and the deep sea, and there's a lot of like what we don't know about the deep sea. But what's throwing me off is the amount of distance, because of the largest animal and the loudest animal, like you said, is the blue whale that we know of. But like just imagine how fucking ginormous that animal could be
Yeah.
in terms of fucking blue whale, which is the fucking biggest it can get. So like I I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to wrap my mind around the fact that it could be an animal, but at the same time, I can't count out the fact that this sound was discovered in the deep sea where we don't, again, know too much of like there's other creatures down there or what, So
Right.
I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence.
Me personally, um,
Okay, Tristan also said
the
the
distance from Maryland to Honolulu, that's in fucking Hawaii,
oh shit.
is 4,848 miles, right? So take away 1,000. That's just to put that into fucking
That's
perspective.
crazy. It's crazy.
So if that's 3,000 miles, that's about what recorded in maybe Antarctica, near Antarctica.
Maybe.
It's always Antarctica, I swear. Oh my gosh.
The distance from Maryland to
To
Olympia.
Olympia is 2,364
Jesus
miles.
Christ, that's crazy, y'all. Come on now. Like that's
Put that into perspective.
all right, but Broadus, you were saying something. Okay.
Damn. Oh, okay. So me personally, like when I first heard these explanations as a kid, because that's when I first heard it,
Mm-hmm.
and basically everything I'm recalling is from childhood. I'm a big fan of there being something much more insane out there than the most sane theory. So I'm picturing giant fucking creatures of like H.P. Lovecraft stature, fucking Cthulhu coming out of the water. We all about to die and shit. Godzilla.
Mhm.
So personally, for me, I believe that I still believe that it's possible that it's an animal.
Okay.
But as time goes on and where our technology is advancing, I'm starting to slowly drift away from that because I'm like, damn, if it was something out there, we would know.
Right.
Like all this, like especially, but the only thing is, like we mentioned earlier, only 80% of the sea has been explored. I mean, not 80. 80% is left unexplored.
Yeah.
God damn, that's a big number.
Yeah.
And I'm almost 100% certain that there's some shit out there that we don't know about.
Right.
So, what about you, Shakira?
You threw me off with the 80%. I was like, what? I
Yeah,
was
my
like,
bad.
oh, so I'm still thinking that it could have been like some type of like shift going on in the deep sea to make the bloop happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, like, there could have been like an animal like doing something, and then like something could have just bloop.
Right.
But since it was super like loud and stuff, I don't know. It could have been an animal, or it could have been like what I don't know.
Niggas fought it.
Oh my god.
Exactly. We all seen Finding Nemo, something like that. Like, yeah.
Nemo.
It all
Right.
happened because he touched the butt. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. It could be something with like the gases in the sea and then bloop,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Yeah.
But like I said, this is a sped up version of that,
Mm-hmm.
which led to the dubbing of the Bloop.
Oh, true.
Yeah, because like the original was like it's a lot longer because it's
It's
longer. Yeah.
way longer.
Yeah.
That's why they sped it up. And then the original, it's because the frequency was changing so much. Like, yeah,
Oh. So it could be like an animal suffering in the sea. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Something
or it's
happened.
the animal waking up.
Don't say that.
Broadus, you done
Telling
started
you,
some shit.
I'm telling
Don't
you.
say that.
Oh.
Look, we're gonna wake up tomorrow and that motherfucker just gonna be up. You're gonna see it on the news.
I open my window and I see it outside. I'm like, all right, I'm going back to
I
sleep.
promise you, right. After that point, I'm like, you know what? I'm already dead. I'm gonna just enjoy
not
this
getting
nice.
into.
I'm gonna enjoy this sleep for.
I'm like, let me tweet my final tweet right here.
I'm talking full on Attack on Titan, giant humanoid creatures coming out the water to eat everybody.
See, Broadus, you'd be one of them type of people that would run towards the creature and try to fight it.
Yeah, he would.
I'm not.
And-
I'm not that type of person.
Oh.
I promise
I'm
you, I
a-
would just go right back to sleep.
You know how many people would be behind me because I will give such a motivational speech. Like I will lead us all to our doom,
And this is
but we're gonna do it with dignity.
This is gonna be me and Shakira. That's like, all right, we good. Y'all have.
With that.
But we must fight for our planet.
And then it's gonna cut to me and Shakira like, man, we gonna go back home. All right, y'all have a good one.
Oh man.
All right, everybody. Well, with that being said, we'll be right back. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the pit where today's discussion is the Bloop.
Well, we discussed the first theory before the ad break, but now it's time to dive into the second, quote unquote, more sane theory. Anyway, the second theory is the Bloop was just an ice quake. For those of you who don't know what an ice quake is, it's a violent shaking or series of abrupt movements that occur when an ice field or large expanses of ice fractures as a result of lateral pressure.
Okay.
After years of studying the Bloop, scientists and researchers started to stray away from the idea of it being an oversized animal. And they started to lean towards more possibilities than that. The Bloop, they led to the Bloop being a sound that was a result of ice caving in Antarctica. In 2005, scientists and researchers came to this conclusion due to the similarities, spectrographic variabilities from the Bloop and other ice caving events. Doctor of Philosophy Yunobo Shai supported this idea and further explained that the bloop sound could be a result of the original sound being distorted whilst it generated through the ice. Now, fast forward to the year 2012. The NOAA officially declared the noise a result of ice quake. But let me just tell you this. I'm just gonna leave this out there. In reality, these motherfuckers don't know what caused it. Okay? I don't know. Terrell don't know. Shakira don't know. Even the fact checker Tristan doesn't fucking know. We don't know. Okay? We don't know what caused it. Y'all can't tell me that it wasn't some big ass creature out there making noise. This is where we insert a Godzilla clip.
Oh my god.
Now, after hearing this second theory, what do you all think? Do you believe that the bloop was in fact a sound that was resulted from an ice quake? Me personally, I feel like I've already said my piece, but I'm gonna say it again. They're hiding something out there. They're hiding it.
Who are they? Who are we
NOAA
like?
in the government, all these other fucking people. They know something that we don't. They probably got like an underwater facility and shit. Let me not say this too loud before they take me home.
Yeah, they don't say too much.
Never mind, it was just an ice quake. It was just an ice quake. I don't know what they're talking about. I know too much. What about you?
They're behind you. They're gonna tackle you down, love. I'm like, bye, Broadus.
Damn.
Not Bob Ross.
Damn. That's tough. Nah, I'm a snitch on all y'all. I'm like, they was thinking it too.
Hold
They was
up.
thinking it too. They
I'm like, look at the
me.
footage. We ain't saying nothing.
Shit,
We ain't say not a thing.
I send them all our research papers. I'm like, look, Terrell wrote that shit, not me. All right, what about you, Shakira? Would you think this shit was ice quake? Come on, yo, be real.
No, it's such a normal like conclusion, right?
Yeah, shit.
Like, oh, it's just ice quake. Don't be worried. I feel like that's too easy to write off, but I guess it could make sense too. So it's like I'm in like the middle because I'm like, of course they always want to hide stuff, but like I don't know. It's too normal, but like also an ice quake sounds like a delicious dessert, and I would like to have it.
like from like a DQ. Oh,
Ooh.
they not messing with the ice quake.
It could be.
Oh,
It could be. I see it.
ice quake. Yeah.
Or it's like a fucking like some type of cheesecake, or like
I ain't know about all that. I don't like cheese.
like
Or like a big ass Slurpee.
Yeah.
I got an ice quake.
I got an ice quake, but it's like
Yeah,
it gotta be like multiple. Like it got the color gotta be blue.
yeah, or like
Definitely.
a light type of like color.
Yeah, it can't be like
I can imagine it looking like this.
yeah,
maybe.
exactly.
Ice quake. Yeah.
That shit made me so excited, yo.
For those of
Like,
you
that's
who aren't,
exactly what I was thinking in my head.
also for those of you who aren't watching the podcast, Shakira put up her phone case, and it's kind of like, let's show your phone case again. It's kind of
It's like blue marble,
Yeah.
but it looks like the ocean.
yes.
a little
like
bit.
This is for
blue,
those of you
white,
who are
and,
listening.
Yeah,
Ice quake.
shit look scrumptious.
Right.
What about you?
All right, listen, call me boring or whatever, I don't care. This is making a little bit sense to me only because I mean I'm kind of agreeing with y'all in terms of that, like, a lot of times these big people in the world try to hide things, but at the same time, when I think about the sound and the fact that it was just like a bloop, like imagine like when you drop something like in a swimming pool, and it's kind of that sound like a bloop.
You right.
And so when you think about that, like just it's maybe was like a giant, like maybe like I don't know, it was a big ice quake that they could have just like not seen or whatever. I don't know. And so it just made that sound because it was such a heavy impact, and it just made the sound because it was a heavy impact, and the heavier the impact, the larger the sound. And they probably hadn't experienced that before, or at least recorded it beforehand. So it makes sense, but like Shakira said, it feels a little too easy. Like, you know how you like you're watching like a horror movie and like they like
Like
it's about
that's
to
it.
wrap up and you like, okay, this was a little like too this is too predictable. Like this doesn't something seems like something doesn't seem right. That's what it feels like with this theory, but it also does make sense if that
I
makes sense.
think because I think that sometimes we have to affect that. Sometimes it can be that simple.
That's true.
I think that's something that we as humans have to do. I'm not ready to accept that shit because I
Yeah,
don't
I'm about
think
to say I know you ain't
I,
talking. You
I
talking
don't
about the
think it's
giant
that
damn
simple.
monster.
I still think it was a monster with a severe case of morning gas, and he's still
Oh my
waking up.
god. All right, let's we gonna talk more about this into the final thoughts though, bro. Because
All right.
you're
Now,
morning
as
gas
we
monster.
mentioned, there are other theories. We told you all the two main theories out there involving this sound, but there are some pretty other interesting ones out there. But what you think about it? It kind of like it's like, it's not as interesting, I guess. So the other theories are nuclear tests, secret submarines. I think that has potential to be very interesting if people would have
Yeah.
elaborated more.
The nuclear test too, but go ahead.
Well, nuclear tests, I mean, they do that shit all the time in the ocean. So it's like, is it really that interesting?
Or they were doing the nuclear test and then it woke something up.
Godzilla, I called it. I
Y'all
told you.
stop.
I
All right,
told
stop.
you.
I'm gonna have to walk away because y'all trying to.
Because that makes
I watch Godzilla all the time. We should do Godzilla on an episode of Bloody Red. Anyway,
Pause.
giant deep sea squids and etc. There's a plethora of things. But these theories were quickly debunked due to there being no substance behind them. And some people think that they're just straight out crazy, but I don't. I believe there's a little truth to every theory out there. But out of all of those that we mentioned, which would you prefer it have been? Like, would you prefer it to be secret submarines, nuclear tests, or giant squids like, the Kraken or Godzilla? Anyway, Shakira?
what?
Hmm?
I think you missed one theory. One more. So you said 1997, right?
97, indeed.
Oh, Shakira, what you about to drop on us? Hold on.
You know what happened in 1997?
What?
No, am I slow?
In
You
1997,
better not say what I think you about to say.
I was born. And like my mom, a lot of pain. She must have screamed so loud that it caused an like then it made the bloop.
Nah, that's the sound it made when your head came out. Bloop.
Full circle moment. That's all I gotta say.
Nah,
Somehow I made it
come on, man.
about myself.
Oh, I'm about to fall out
Nah.
this chair. Shakira, this coming to podcast. I have a secret to reveal.
Damn. You know,
I caused the bloop. It's fine. You can.
I caused
she
it.
fucking got the recording, the loudest version of it.
Right?
Doctor's like, yeah, we got this shit on camera.
They were like a shift happened.
You know, like how in movies the lights like they blink in and out when shit happens.
Yeah, like a little like
Doctors and nurses like, what the?
Yeah,
fucker.
I just know
Yeah.
that like somebody's fucking life support went easy.
Oh my god.
You fucked up. Come on, man. Why would you say that, Shakira?
I'm a creative. Come on.
No, so is that your crazy?
No, is that your crazy theory?
That's your crazy theory. That is.
I kind of believe that. Yeah. Also, I believe that like nuclear, like that they're dropping shit in there and it woke something up.
Oh.
It did something.
Yeah.
That boy Goji. What about you, Terrell?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't want none of these to be right. They all seem crazy. I don't care how many nuclear tests they have done or are continuously doing. They still sound crazy to me. The secret submarines, why gotta be secret? Like what we hiding here, man? And the giant deep sea squids probably takes the cake for me. I'll stay away from those motherfuckers.
Oh, I already told y'all.
I don't want to find out.
I have like a what's that word? Irrational fear of octopus in school.
I remember you told me this.
My fear is just like there's no escaping that. Like if a motherfucker grab your leg and
once
you
they grab you, they got you.
yeah, it's just like damn, yo, for real. This what
Yeah,
drugs
so-
got in the bookstore. Like
I don't know.
death by octopus. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's sad actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. I don't know. These all are kind of wild and far fetched. I'm trying to think of, do I have a crazy theory of my own? I don't have any crazy theory. I just think it was like literally. I feel like it was something that was, might I say, it was probably blown out of proportion more than it should have been. I feel like it was just something that just happened, and then they were like, "Oh my god, we've never heard something this loud before in the ocean. Oh my god!" And it just was something very simple. I don't know.
Oh shit.
Tristan, what did Tristan say? Tristan said,
Chadidophobia. What the fuck?
You did not say that.
Chapati phobia.
Listen, I'll put it on the scrin.
Chapati phobia is a fear of octopi.
Yeah.
We can't say words over here.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say, but we're gonna leave it at that.
All right.
BCPS.
Broadus, what about you in these crazy theories?
As far as these crazy theories go, I like the idea of secret submarines being the cause. Like pictures like some supersonic fucking submarine that travels from like Russia to America in like 0.5 seconds, and it just caused like a.
But where were these like submarine? Like that's my thing with the secret submarines. Like who would be like? Why are they secret? 1 and 2.
Well, shit. I mean, you
what are
got
we uncovering?
When
if they're secret, why do we know about
when did the Cold War end? I can't remember. Wasn't it like 1970?
Did you hear what Shakira said?
Huh?
Say it against the girls.
I said, if it's secret, why do you know about them? Like that.
I think that was just speculation.
Mm.
Speculation. That's a speculation.
Tristan said technically the Cold War.
Yeah, technically the Cold War never ended. Yeah, so like in theory, like from what I hear, I ain't gonna say this too loud, but Russia been into a lot of shit. Anyway,
okay, let's move on.
Yeah, but I like the idea of it being like a secret submarine.
Yeah.
And
that secret submarine got me wanting to watch James Bond tonight. I'm gonna watch James Bond.
And then I also like the idea of it being nuclear tests, and then something just was like, "What the fuck y'all doing up there?" Like I like that. But that's what I think that secret submarine would have been like very awesome.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, as of right now, April 20th, 2022, which is when we're recording this. Scientists and researchers still believe that the bloop is a result of an ice quake. However, there are others out there who believe otherwise. In fact, there is some people out there who still believe that it was caused by an animal. Me. Shakira, do you believe it was caused by an animal? Just curious. I don't want to be alone on this stance right now.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it.
But due to our lack of information and education in terms of that, like more than 80% of the ocean is unexplored. So there's so many more mysteries that we do not know about. We don't have the answers to everything, which creates that fear. Literally, think about it. The fear of it being something else. Terrell was talking about earlier. He said he would walk the other fucking way. That's common sense. But that's a fear of it being something else. Now, are you more scared of it being a giant creature or a fucking ice quake? Where is the fun in that?
I'm not scared of the ice quake. So if it was a giant creature, it can be in the ocean if it wants to. Just stay in the ocean.
Exactly.
No.
Where's the fun in it being an ice quake? That is my question.
There's no
The
fun.
mystery,
Absolutely not. It's
the
normal.
mystery is what keeps this alive.
Yes.
And so I hope that it, like, I know they say it, but I hope that there's always those people out there like me and like the both of you who are still like, it could be something else,
Uh-huh.
because that keeps the mystery going. And when there's that mystery and those scary ass photos that I will be putting in this, that fear will always be there. But with that being said, what do you let's do a 30-second speed round about
Okay.
the bloop. What do you think the bloop is? Final thoughts. Let's go. Terrell, you first.
All right. The blue. I do agree with scientists. I think it was an ice quake. I think that's the most logical. And I think sometimes, like Broadus said, the most logical thing is the right thing. I think sometimes we may overthink it. I think the situation maybe overthink a little too much. I don't even know if overthink is a word, but hey, overthought a little too much. That's it. And uh, I mean, there is still a possibility that it could be a sea creature, a deep sea creature, again, because we don't know much about the ocean, and there are a lot of things that we do not know about the deep sea. Because humans can't even go down like during certain points, like too far down the deep sea. So it's literally we don't know a lot of shit about that. So leaning the possibility, I'm leaning more towards the possibility that it was an earth ice quake, and I'm fine with that. Like if that was like someone told me that was the final like end of everything, I'd be like, okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that result. I'm good. I can move on. But yeah.
What about you, Shakira?
Okay, ice quake does seem like all right. That is a good possibility, but I don't know. It could have been like them dropping shit in the ocean and it stirred something awake a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm like in between those, but I'm also in between. It was me, so I think it was me though. So sorry about
Fucking
it.
Christ.
I changed my answer. It was
Well, when you
Sorry.
explain it like that, I think I have to go with Shakira as well. Like that's the most logical answer out there. But
Yeah.
I personally believe that it was something else. Call me
Mhm.
stupid all you want. I don't give a fuck. And y'all know I don't. Um, the thing is, like mentioned before, we don't know what's out there,
Mhm.
and because we don't know what's out there, I'm not 100% sure that this is true. Like the ice quake thing. The reason being is initially everybody was saying that, even the lead researcher was saying this is an animal. Like, what the hell? And
Mhm.
now all of a sudden, y'all want to backtrack because some motherfuckers was like, you know what? Let's take a look at this. No, fuck y'all. Don't crush my dreams. I hope it's a big ass monster out there. I really do. So that way I can say I told you so. That's it.
Just to say I told you
Yep.
so.
That's all he wants to say.
That's all I want to do.
To
I
be
told
fair, I will play the devil's advocate per se and say that when they first heard the sound, I think it was back in 1996, I believe, or 97.
you. 7.
97.
When the sound was first detected back in 1997 versus when they reached they kind of were like, okay, back in 2012 they were like, okay, we pretty much know what this sound was. Technology was a lot. That was a long time. That was 15 years in between.
It
So
don't
i'm
matter.
i'm just saying technology could have helped out a lot in terms of figuring out that.
Fuck
So I'm
them.
gonna play devil advocate on that.
Fuck them. I don't care.
Broadus is wanted to be his answer. Hell, give a fuck about
I don't care. I want it to be some giant ass creature that I don't know. Like, picture that shit, man. Like
I'm
really.
not picturing that. I'm not picturing that. I'm not
Um,
picturing
All right, we get some equipment this summer.
that.
We just go into the ocean.
Y'all get some. I'm not
I'm not
going.
doing
Y'all
that
let me
shit.
know how y'all experience. I'm not going.
You're the one that was fucking
Yeah,
curious.
I
How are
can
you
be
like?
curious, but I ain't fucking stupid.
Right, bro. You the main one advocating for the sea
Listen,
monster. You definitely
it's a
got to go.
sea monster. I just need it to wake up. I'm not gonna wake it up.
Oh, you're. Oh, Tomato. I'm throwing
Look
tomatoes
at
at
this.
you. You're
Look at
ridiculous.
this. I wake it up. It see me. It's hungry. It's gonna want me first. No.
That's
Let the I ain't gonna never mind. We got a lot of them who watch this anyway. I'm gonna be quiet on that one. Let them eat somebody else. I was gonna say a
Broadus.
specific type of people.
Broadus. No, keep moving.
I'm
Keep pushing. Keep
gonna
pushing.
cut it here. I'm gonna cut it
Keep
here. I'm gonna cut it here. I'm gonna cut that out the video.
No, it's fine. Keep it in. Let's just keep pushing. We can keep it in. Let's just keep pushing. All right. We good. We good.
All right, all right everybody. That concludes our discussion on the Bloop. Join us on the next episode of The Pit, where we will be discussing the most infamous creature in all of cryptozoology, the champion of hide and seek. We still can't find this motherfucker. Bigfoot.
Da-da-da.
That's what I should add a fucking Bigfoot sound. Like he
Nah,
roars
just
in the
be me.
background.
Da-da-da.
But all right, mystery crew, we want to thank you all for tuning into this week's episode of The Pit, which is also the first episode of The Pit.
Yes. Woo!
Yeah,
Send a round of applause for that. Come on, y'all. We gotta give
It
a
was
round
a
of applause.
damn good episode. We would also like to thank our special guest, even though she was a pain in our ass.
No, she was not. She was a delight.
No, always. Let's thank Shakira. Let's give Shakira a round of applause. Shakira, do you have anything you want to say? What would you want to say to us?
Well, thank you for having me. I might think about this tonight. I might show people the clip too. Like, what do you think it is? You know?
Oh yes.
Get people involved.
I need other opinions now.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah,
They don't know what they're talking about.
I feel like you gonna go around. You gonna be like, you heard the Bloop? That was me.
it was me.
Listen, convince them that it's Godzilla out that bitch. If they say it's an iceberg or ice quake or whatever the fuck them. They don't know what they talking about.
Is Godzilla even that big to like? Can he swim?
Godzilla is mainly in the water. That's his element.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's Godzilla's element. He just come on land. He come on land and fuck shit up. Oh, we gotta watch Godzilla then. The original. We gotta start from the original, man.
I'm not watching no 1932 movie.
That was 1954.
Like in black and white.
The original music is fire. That's all I gotta say. Gojira! You know. That's my shit. But I'm sorry.
Crazy.
I'm sorry. Where can we find you? Where can the mystery crew find you, Shakira? Like any social medias?
Oh, okay. So you can find me on Instagram at Kira_MYN, and it's spelled KIARA_MYN, and it's the same on TikTok too.
Period.
All right.
Period.
Talk your shit.
Just want to say,
Just
want to say, we loved having you as well.
I don't know.
You're very entertaining and hilarious. Broadus a hater.
I don't want to say all that. Like you bugging. You tripping. It's like, no, we do appreciate you for being on this episode. Personally, to me, I couldn't have picked a better first guest for the first episode of The Pit. And I really do appreciate you being on this show.
Yes.
Of course.
This shit was crazy. But we also need to give a special thanks to our homie, the guy behind the scenes, Tristan.
Woo, Tristan! Just say hi really quick, Tristan, or something so they can hear you.
Yeah. But that's all for today, folks. This is your host, Broadus.
And I am your co-host, Terrell.
And this was The Pit. Stay mysterious, people.